baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Welcome, this is Chris Kendall from The Raw Advantage. Welcome to video blog number 103. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a shout out about the Woodstock Fruit Festival before I get into this post exclusive about salt. Is salt good for you? What do you think? I don't know. I'll talk more about that, and you'll actually see some fun results from a salt experiment. But anyhow, I'm just really excited about the Woodstock Fruit Festival, August 20th to 29th, I believe, I think. And I'm going to be doing yoga, doing a few talks, chefing along with Meg. Elizabeth. We'll be splitting up the days. It's going to be awesome. Doug Graham, Dr. Sammy, Dan Harley, Freely, Don Bennett, so many people, Tony Wright. There's so many people that are going to be there. Really encourage you to check out the link. I'll have a link here for you. Hope to see you there, and otherwise, I hope you enjoy this post a lot. Much love.
Kindle bites. So, okay, I'm having it up a bit. This is the day after, though. Is salt good for you? Thought I'd do this little video post on this a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit groggy. Obviously, look like I got sucker punched a bunch of times. When I first got up, it's been about an hour. I was actually swollen under my eyes. I had big puffs under my eyes. Sea salt, it's great for you. You should put on everything. No. My experience shows me that definitely salt, even in minute quantities, causes some reactions. That doesn't really seem like a healthful response. You want to hear the story? I've been asked to make some meals. Got gifted some flax crackers. My friend Pieta, she made these flax crackers a long time ago and just had them stored in her freezer, so she admitted that they had some sea salt in them from when she used sea salt. I was like, alright, a little bit isn't that big of a deal. And my family had always wanted the pizzas, so I figured I'd make them really darn, super duper. Make it like a ultimate cravings busters, And I had these sun-dried tomatoes that I had bought from a health food store that I was told did not have sea salt. This has happened before to me. You gotta be really careful and, sometimes try one out before you use them. So I had bought a whole bunch and, found out that they had sea salt after. So, you either choose not to use them or you use them. And I figured, hey, this time since I'm already using these flax crackers that have a bit of salt, I won't worry about it. And I'm still not worried about it, but it produces effects, right? So I used those tomatoes and I made a really intense tomatoey sauce, and I even pulled out an extra stock and used some olives that definitely had some salt, and that salt wasn't sea salt. So this actually last night I had sea salt and regular salt. Now, regular iodized salt, no, yeah, not so good. Definitely, if I were to use salt, I'd be using sea salt, but I definitely wouldn't use salt. It's something that happens on occasion, and just like when I used to drink, I can accept a little hangover, but check me out, I got a hangover. I think I'm gonna recount my views on this and maybe just not do this. But for now, I'm accepting this, and if it happens again, I'm sure I'll accept it in the moment, but I just wanted to reach out to you, tell you a little bit more about salt, show you exactly what happens. This is the day after the salt attack. Mucusy a little bit, puffy, a little bit slow, didn't bounce out of bed. So some people talk about how salt is so healthful and it's been used for a really long time, and the Himalayan sea salt has all these trace minerals and all these really important things in them. Well, for one, if you're dying of thirst, you drink seawater, you die. Sailors know this. It's you never drink seawater. So we'll just dehydrate it all and just give you the salt, the pure stuff that's actually killing you. You look at Japan in the past, and the samurai, they used to use salt as a death. It was a respectful way to commit suicide by consuming 1 ounce of salt. In this time frame, because people habitually use salt so much, it would take more than an ounce now. It's just like, we've slowly poisoned ourselves with just enough to bring our tolerance level up. It's kind of crazy. Most people are consuming enough salt to be at a very dangerous level every day. And it's the same with caffeine. That's another toxic substance that people are just habitually using and dumbing down their senses to. That's another negative quality towards salt. is that it numbs down your senses. You know, it's considered an excitotoxin. It numbs down your taste buds, sense of smell, and you end up in a place where you want to use it more and more because you can't taste anything without salt. You've probably heard people say, "Oh, it needs more salt, it can't taste anything." Well, it takes a while for your taste buds to get there. Rejoice though, because your taste buds can regenerate very fast. While I've had this day after, and admittedly, probably for about 2 or 3 days, tomatoes and greens aren't going to taste quite as poppy. You know, it takes another couple days, weeks, for your taste buds, what some people call gourmet taste buds. It's that really fine taste. You know, it's your taste buds being really alive and tasting the gourmet flavor in the simple foods. You know, I've had times where I eat spinach by itself and it tastes like the most amazing chips in the world, sitting there just eating like, you know, it's so delicious. So I mean, your taste buds get more sensitive when you take salt away. The more salt you use, the more you deaden your taste buds, and the more you need to add more and more and more and more to detriment to yourself. You know, the other thing about salt that I'll say too is that the minerals in there, they're in rock form. You know, they're in inorganic form. Our body utilizes organic minerals. Plants are a connection to that. You know, plants, they go into the rock, they go into the soil, and the bacteria on the root hairs actually converts those rock minerals, that inorganic mineral, into organic mineral and takes it into the plant and makes it part of the cell structure. So then when we eat the plant, we get organic sodium, organic calcium, organic, all of those beautiful alkaline minerals that are taken up by the soil. And you know, that's what our body needs to thrive. That's what our body utilizes. Otherwise, inorganic minerals get stored in the joints and get stored in ways and cause problems within the body, and they're actually produce negative effects within the body and need to be eliminated, and in some cases get stuck. So is that something I want? Is that something I'd promote? You know, no, definitely not. Definitely not. You know, I've found even from adding very small amounts of salt to my diet, some effects that really don't help me to strive towards what I want to be experiencing, feeling in my life. They're addictive, physiologically addictive, because they, you know, overstimulate. Anytime something stimulates, it can cause addictive-like patterns. So salt, you know, I can't really promote it. And that, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of salt they're talking about: pink sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, rock salt, you know, super special mega salt, hui patui. You know, the amount of trace minerals that are in there that are touted so high. Just eat some greens, you get way more minerals. Like, eat a variety of greens, you get it all. You know, sea salt. Yeah, this is what I want all the time. I'm gonna pay a bunch of money for some sea salt. What do you do if you consume some salt? You know, I've been to a farmer's market and just grabbed and tried a taste of tomato, and it had salt on it. I was like, damn it, you know, because it does actually, it deadens the taste buds for a little while. You know, if you have just a teeny bit, it might be, you know, just a few hours, possibly a day or so. If you have a whole bunch, you might actually notice for a few days to a week or more. If you're a trained athlete, if you're an endurance athlete, even, you know, having as much as I did last night could cause a big effect in your sports performance, because for a while my body's going to be throwing off more sodium than normal, and that could even go past the point where I expel the sodium that I took in. This crappy sodium starts expelling good quality organic sodium from my body. And, you know, if you're running really long distances or, you know, performing a ton, you could end up expelling more salt than your body holds if you're not habitually consuming that salt. So, you know, there are some effects. I don't get to that level of sweating profusely for hours and hours and hours, so it's not a big concern for me. But, you know, now what am I going to do? Well, I mean, the solution to pollution is dilution. You know, so I'm going to drink a lot of water. And you eat salt and you're incredibly dehydrated. When you get dehydrated, everything in your body doesn't work as well. That electrical charge isn't able to be carried across the barrier quite as well. You know, so water being such a good medium for communication, electric communication within the body, you know, that's lessened. You know, so I like to drink a lot of water, and since what I ate was a little bit heavy last night, pizzas, you know, I'm gonna probably not eat until I'm really hungry and just drink water until then. You know, probably be mid-afternoon. So yeah, that was a real treat. You've heard it here, Raw Advantage, Chris Kendall. Be looking better by tomorrow. Enjoy, peace.
Sea salt. Doo-doo.